This is Streamline, your weekly guide to what's actually worth watching across TV, film, and everything in between. And if you're stuck on what to get into this autumn, then stop what you're doing and go and watch Slow Horses on Apple TV+.
If this is an on-the-spot performance review, I have to tell you, I am absolutely killing it right now.
Yes, Jackson Lamb, everyone's favourite flatulent foul mouth. Why did I write that? Everyone's favourite flatulent foul mouth is back, along with his ragtag team of MI5 rejects, the Slow Horses.
You'll be thrown out for this.
We've already been thrown out.
If you think espionage is all... think again. The show follows a group of disgraced MI5 agents sent to paper-pushing purgatory at Slough House. So yeah, it's a pun. There aren't actually any horses in this show. Led by the gloriously crude Jackson Lamb, the dysfunctional group of misfits have to use their overlooked skills to help save the country from a series of threats that the proper spies can't handle. Season 5 opens with a bang. Literally. We see a far-right gunman open fire on a group of people outside a shopping centre, where we even spot a few St. George's flags. Now, Slow Horses is not a show that shies away from these kind of topics. It explored white nationalism back in season 1, but this feels especially pointed and timely at the moment.
Sinister forces are trying to bring down the country. What are we going to do?
And don't say nothing.
And front and centre of this season is everyone's favourite repellent computer hacker, Roddy Ho, whose actions set off a chain of disastrous events. I caught up with Christopher Chung about playing TV's most obnoxious character. I mean, you are more, pitiful and cringe-inducing than ever, so bravo to you.
The thing about Roddy is that he's unfiltered and is unashamed to say exactly what's on his mind, because everybody around him is living in his world. This guy is so deluded in his view of himself. That's quite endearing in some way.
Nothing raises my spidey senses as much as hearing a woman is happy to spend time with you.
The series is based on Mick Herron's novels, with season 5 adapted from London Rules. And it was adapted for TV by Will Smith. No, not that Will Smith. That Will Smith, who co-wrote The Thick of It and Veep. So you know the insults are going to be pretty below the belt.
Bringing you up to speed's like trying to explain Norway to a dog.
And Gary Oldman is the driving force of this show. He's really giving a career-defining performance as this dishevelled, farty, noodle-slurping crank. And so Gary really has earned that knighthood, claiming to have once eaten a whopping 17 bowls of noodles in one sitting for a single scene.
I know that, you
I mean, working with Gary has made me an exponentially better actor since season 1. You just can't help but want to raise the bar of your own level of work when you're opposite someone like him. He's not totalitarian about the way that he approaches the work. It's not. He absolutely could be. He's got all the accolades to justify his point of view, but he makes it a conversation.
Look what I've got to work with. A crack up, a drunk, a psychopath, whatever that is. All of them more functional than you.
Slow Horses flips the spy genre by making us root for the losers, not the Bonds. And I think that's what's so addictive about this show, is how these hapless underdogs always end up triumphing over the slick agents at MI5. And come on, who among us can't relate to a group of total losers coming together to solve stuff?
It's really difficult to see yourself reflected in this spy genre like James Bond, because it's so shiny and it's martinis and really incredible hotels. This is an office comedy, really, set in the Barbican, where people go to the Chinese restaurant downstairs and eat, the £5 chow mein, and it's really relatable. So people can really get on board with the characters because they see parts of themselves reflected within the piece.
And Apple clearly knows they're onto a winner, having already started production on season 7. So it doesn't look like the Slow Horses are slowing down anytime soon. New episodes drop every Wednesday on Apple TV+, with each one ending on a brutal cliffhanger. You won't be able to binge it, but that does mean that it's going to keep people talking until at least the end of October. If you're looking for something to tide you over in the 6 long days between episodes, here are 2 other shows that scratch the same itch. First up, Archer. If you're into ragtag groups of incompetent spies, then this is one for you. The show follows Sterling Archer, a sexist, crass, super spy, basically James Bond with mummy issues.
Jesus Christ.
The character of Archer is voiced by H. John Benjamin, who you might recognize from Bob's Burgers.
Bob is like this, and Archer's like this.
I'll admit that I didn't instantly warm to this show. I thought the animation was absolutely stunning, but I wasn't immediately taken with the characters. So the stakes felt low and some of the jokes fell a bit flat as a result. dull, but the writing is razor sharp and wildly funny. All 14 seasons are available to watch on Netflix, and at just 20 minutes an episode, it's a fun and easy watch till your next Slow Horses fix.
Oh, Pam's as full of crap as she is of carbohydrates.
If it's the sharp, cutting humour of Slow Horses that really hooks you, then go straight to the source, the thick of it. It's a biting political satire with genuinely some of the most poetic swearing in the history of TV.
This is the Shawshank Redemption, right? But with more tunneling through no redemption.
This was created by Armando Iannucci, who went on to give us Veep and The Death of Stalin, two other razor-sharp satires about the inner workings of politics and power, which if you haven't seen already, then please go and do that next. Also on the writing team was Jesse Armstrong, who went on to create Succession, aka the best TV show just ever in the history of all TV ever. Yes, I will die on that hill. What are your initial thoughts on Slow Horses Season 5? Is it as good as Seasons 1 to 4? What are your predictions for how you think the rest of the series might go? Let us know what you think in the comments below.